Всем привет! Меня зовут Ярослав. My name is Yaroslav and Arik. This is my other name, a Hebrew name. And today I have a special guest, Odi. Second attempt. Hopefully this time it will work. And here we go. Пожалуйста, присоединяйтесь. Please join. Let's see. Oh, here we go, Odi. Now this time.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I am okay. How about you?
Good to see you, my brother.
Same here, Odi. Wow,
Chaim.
so beautiful. L'chaim. I have it too. Okay, people started to join us. Hello, everybody. Здравствуйте. Всем привет, привет, привет. So the way we will do it, I will do simultaneous translation. I had already one experience with you, and actually it went very well. So I said, let me be brave, you know what, and let's have this opportunity for us to interact, and at the same time to have beautiful people from all over the world to hear us and talk in different languages. I will translate it to Russian. У меня уже был однажды опыт, когда мы с Оди проводили эфир, и я переводил это на русский язык. И сегодня мы попробуем это сделать в такой же форме. First thing that I would like to do, I would like to introduce you, Odi, like what are you doing, and we are friends for many, many years already, and we are doing so many beautiful things. And can you please tell a little bit about yourself and how Kabbalah Yoga came, like the idea of Kabbalah Yoga, maybe in two words.
Wow.
Может, and я will say it in Russian, and just for people to understand. Ребят, я попросил Оди, чтобы он рассказал о том, немножко о себе и как создалась сама идея Каббала-йоги. Вот, take a look what I have here.
Beautiful book.
Yes, two books.
All right, awesome. You got both of them.
Of course, I got prepared.
Beautiful.
Две замечательные книги, которые Оди написал. Go ahead, please.
So you know, as you know, Arik, I mean, Kabbalah Yoga is an evolution of what this body, of what this temple has experienced in the journey of this lifetime. It's a mixture of practicing yoga and of the wisdom of Kabbalah, and it's about bringing the Kabbalah wisdom into the physical movement, into the breath of the body, and at the same time bringing the yoga at the level of the spirituality.
Maybe I will translate a little bit.
Sure.
Не все понимают по-английски, я буду переводить на русский язык то, что Оди говорит о том, что вот йога, она, вот может в следующий раз я немножко чаще буду переводить, но она связана с духовностью и связана с дыханием, которое идет через эту духовность. Please continue, Odi. Maybe in shorter sentences, and I will try to translate.
Okay.
To make it easier for me to translate.
You know, one day I was in a Bikram hot yoga class, and
однажды я был Бикрам на
горячей
йоге.
We were doing the Warrior 2.
Мы делали Warrior 2 позу.
And the Warrior 2 was my aha moment. The aha moment, and I saw the shape of the letter Aleph.
И это было момент как когда мы чувствуем это, и Оди увидел букву Алеф еврейского алфавита.
And you know, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. And what I mean by that is that when thoughts are elicited in the mind or in the heart, it's because it actually exists. And the teachings of Kabbalah, I'll just say one more sentence and then you'll translate. The teachings of Kabbalah, as you can see in the book and as we've been practicing together for so many years, is that the Hebrew letters, the sacred Hebrew letters, have body, have breath, and have soul. So even on the outside of yoga, if we were to just take the Hebrew letters, there's already a system in place according to the teachings of Kabbalah.
I'll try to translate a little bit a lot, but I will try to go ahead. И когда вот после этого момента Оди увидел всю эту связь, и он соединил это, когда душа через тело и через дыхание разговаривает таким образом, как в этой медитации.
Yeah. And so, combining the Kabbalah yoga was a natural transition for myself. I was practicing yoga for many years. It started with meditation, as you saw, the book of Gifts of Abraham, which is a reflection of my many years of meditation. That book was published in 2000. And so I had been already meditating, I don't want to say how old I am, but many, many years before. And then when it came to the practice of Kabbalah yoga, when it came into shaping into the Hebrew letters, it was so natural. It was like so real. This has existed for so many years. I just had to bring it out physically.
То, что Оди говорит, что, как вот в этой книге было описано, The Gifts of Abraham, подарки Авраама, Оди медитировал много, и это пришло, и вся эта практика йоги, она пришла через это все. Это было как бы база для того, что пришло после этого.
And the advantage of combining Kabbalah with yoga is that we could now elicit inside of ourselves kavanah, intention, in our movement, in our speech, in our thoughts, and that just changes everything. It's not just becoming a letter in order to get a good schwitz, a good workout, but it's becoming the shape and embracing the wisdom behind the posture itself.
И за всем этим стоит намерение. И перед тем, что мы делаем какую-то позу в йоге, очень важно почувствовать все то, что стоит за этим, и это собирается в очень красивую комбинацию вместе. И тогда это и тогда и приходит это ощущение. So I was thinking, Odi, people, one of the main things, that since the first moment that I got to know you, and I will translate right away, с первого момента, когда я познакомился с Оди, one of the main things, it was the vibration of the voice, and how my soul actually goes during the classes that I'm doing with you, во время классов, которые я делаю с тобой. У меня проходит через меня как будто какой-то поток, like something is going through me, and I feel something like very deep connection to the source and ability to translate it through my body. И я чувствую, когда это что-то проходит через меня, и это выходит через мое тело. Today, can we, I know, to practice maybe physically, maybe it will be a little bit less, and we might invite people from the forum, мы пригласим людей отсюда, чтобы попробовать попрактиковать когда-нибудь с нами. But today, can we experience a little bit like of the meditation, and maybe the subject that we chose for today, то, что мы выбрали для сегодня, I am meditation, and to talk about
Sure.
I am just being here and now, быть здесь и сейчас, if we can do it today, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Just before doing the meditation, I just want to address what you just said about feeling this vibration and connecting to a higher source. Once again, when there's intention, in Hebrew, kavanah, or in yoga, it's called bhava. When there is an intention, when there is an intention, then we become a vessel susceptible to all blessings, to all forms of inspiration, if the intention is there. For example, go ahead, you want to translate?
Yeah. И тогда мы становимся теми, которые несут это вдохновение через это тело.
For example, if you go to a healer, a holistic healer, for example, but you don't have the intention, you don't necessarily believe what he's saying, or you don't know yet, then the healing may not be very effective.
Когда ты пойдете к целителю, если у вас нет этого намерения, возможно, даже само целительство не будет эффективным.
If, however, we have this kavanah, we have an intention to be healed, then we become a vessel for this type of light.
Если в нас есть это намерение, тогда мы являемся тем носителем света в нас.
Yeah, and we know the principle in philosophy, and as well as in the teachings of Kabbalah, that every form of light needs a vessel in order to shine, in the same way that every physical vessel needs light in order to exist.
И как мы знаем в Кабале, каждый, то есть необходим носитель света для того, чтобы светить, и для того, чтобы и для существования это тоже необходимо.
So
нужно тело для существования. Please continue, sir.
I believe that in order to feel, we need to be vessels. We need to be a vessel.
Я верю, для того, чтобы чувствовать, мы должны быть этим носителем.
If we are not vessels, we'll never be able to absorb, to internalize, right? So the vessel begins by the consciousness of the mind, which is what we're going to do today. We're going to meditate, and an open heart. They need to work together along with the entire body. The presence of the body needs to be a vessel. I mean, we can, we can be here, but we're not really here. You know what I mean? I mean, we can be here
Absolutely.
Physically, but my head is in Honolulu. You know what I mean? That can happen. So to be a vessel means we need to be here, in the mind, in the heart, and in the full body.
Для того, чтобы быть этим носителем, очень важно, чтобы была связь между умом и то, что является от нашего сердца, то, что вот соединяется с нашим телом.
If we are not here, then we begin to lose touch with life. We become disconnected to being present to the motions, to the movement of what's happening around us, and especially what's happening inside of us. We're not even paying attention. I don't know if you've ever met somebody that's like, sometimes in my class, someone says, I have this issue in my lower back or my arm. And in reality, they didn't even realize that they had this pain. But when they go deeper into the pain, they realize that pain has to do with some emotional expression or situation that happened that caused a pain in the chest, that caused a pain in the back. It's all interrelated. There's no such thing as a physical pain if there isn't an initial pain that exists inside of us. And it's the same thing in the reverse. It's all one existence. We need to be Hineni in order to realize this and to bring the proper healing. The healing is physical, the healing is also spiritual.
То, что Оди сказал, что вот он привел пример одного из своих учеников, который пришел в класс, и когда для того, чтобы быть здесь и сейчас, была ситуация, когда у человека была какая-то боль, но тем самым, оказавшись здесь и сейчас, и соединившись с этой болью изнутри, человек смог определить ту эмоциональную ситуацию, которая послужила причиной этой боли, и проходя через весь этот процесс, человек, и находясь здесь и сейчас, есть возможность соединиться с самим собой, тем самым высвободить тот заряд, который мешает человеку внутри.
This moment of being now is not so far away from us. We've all had opportunities in life to experience what it is to be now. I'll give you an example. You can be with your loved one. There is a moment of Hineni if you're fully present in the passion, in the intimacy, and being one. Same time when we are in meditation, a deep meditation or prayer, where we pour our heart or open our mind to receive, this is being in the now. It can also be a dance, right? Have you ever danced so passionately where you didn't even realize how you were dancing or what you were doing, but you were completely taken away into the dance, into the sounds that resonated and vibrated inside of your body, that you just became part of the air, part of the wind that you were moving. This is being in the now without limitation, restriction of the mind. Oh, what do I look like? And is someone staring at me or something? You're just there. You're just being completely in the now.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll try to translate. And Оди говорит о том чувстве, чтобы быть здесь и сейчас. Он привел пример, как быть в танце, когда мы просто позволяем нашему телу просто двигаться и ощущать это чувство, быть здесь и сейчас и соединиться с этим ощущением.
So, you know, the theme you chose today is hineni.
Сегодня мы
And
выбрали
in
тему «Я здесь».
In
Я
Hebrew,
есть.
hineni. And I love this mantra, this word, because it means so much. And you know what makes something more powerful is when it has existed for a long time. And hineni has existed. The word itself, the meditation, has existed for thousands of years.
Сегодня мы выбрали... Can I say
Yes.
«Я здесь», оно существовало много лет, и сегодня мы выбрали эту тему. И исторически, если смотреть назад, это существовало в течение многих веков.
It's really amazing when we look at the ancestors and we see that Abraham, the biblical ancestor, was already using the word hineni as a meditation.
Еще в прошлом, когда мы смотрим на наших предков, мы видим, что они пользовались этим словом «я есть», «энени» на иврите или «I am» на английском, как медитацией.
The Bible tells us, the Torah tells us that when God, the Creator, woke him up early in the morning to fulfill his sacred mission, his expression was hineni.
Библия, Тора нам говорит, что когда Бог проснулся, и его первое, то, что он как бы из себя и выше, как бы вот он показал, как бы то, что он смог показать от себя, это «я здесь, я есть».
We also see the word hineni being used by his grandson Jacob.
Мы тоже видим, что это слово «я есть» пользуется его сыном Яковом.
There is a fascinating story in the Torah when he's wrestling with an angel. And prior to the wrestling with the angel, his expression, his meditation is hineni. I am here. I am now. I am present. I am ready to wrestle with the angel.
И есть определенная притча, там, где вот есть, там, где про того же персонажа, там, где он представляет собой, говорит, я здесь, я есть, и готов к шагам, которые необходимо предпринять.
We also see hineni with Moses. When his calling came, as you know, the story, he was a prince growing up in the house of Pharaoh, in the palace of Pharaoh in Egypt, and he didn't like the whole concept of slavery, so he took off for years, and he became a shepherd. Until one day the calling came, and the Creator was saying, now it's time for you to be a leader. And the way he became a leader, seeing the voice speaking to him from the burning bush, his reaction was, hineni. I am ready. I am willing. I am ready to assume my mission, to develop my abilities, to be my potential. I am ready to free the people by freeing myself first.
То же самое, вот я сейчас привел пример с Моше, то есть когда вот Бог его призвал для того, чтобы для его миссии, он то есть то же самое мы можем увидеть в Торе, там, где говорится, я здесь, я готов для своей миссии, чтобы выполнить свою роль.
So really we can summarize and say that hineni is a meditation that brings awareness of the self.
Мы можем все это суммировать и сказать, что «Энени» и «Я есть» — это та медитация для того, чтобы мы были сознательны самим собой.
No matter who you are, what you have done, or which country you live in, it doesn't really make a difference. Hineni applies to you.
И не важно, что ты сделал, и в какой стране ты живешь, и я есть, оно относится к тебе.
So, are we ready? Natalie's ready. Are we ready?
Вы готовы для медитации?
We need to be ready.
Yeah.
We need to be ready to take leaps in life. It's scary because we don't know what's on the other side. And when we don't know, this is when fear starts to build inside of us. When we don't know, the unknown is scary. So rather than having fear, let's have faith in the process. Go ahead.
И мы готовы. I'm trying to. So powerful. I'm all in meditation already, meditation state. But I'll translate. И готовы ли мы сейчас для того, чтобы в эту страну идти? Находимся ли мы здесь сейчас для того, чтобы подойти к нашей жизни? И в жизни порой это все бывают непростые вещи, но нам надо быть готовым для того, чтобы встретить их с открытым и готовым идти вперед.
You know, the world that we're living in today, in the last 2 years, has created so much fear in people's lives.
Мир, в котором мы сейчас живем, он создал так много страхов в жизни людей.
Our leaders, a true leader, true leaders needs to create faith, not fear.
Наши самые главные лидеры должны, настоящие лидеры, должны создать веру, а не страх.
I believe that if we would cultivate more faith than fear, this thing would have been long gone.
Я верю в то, что если бы мы создали больше веры и меньше страха, все то, что происходит сейчас, оно давно бы уже закончилось.
However, it's not too late.
Но это еще не поздно.
Being now has an effect not only moving forward, but also backwards. What was can be healed by being now in the Hineni.
Быть здесь и сейчас, я есть, оно имеет свой эффект не только на то, что происходит сейчас и вперед, но и в том, что было назад. Глубокое, серьезное, глубокое очень понимание.
So, should we do a meditation for the morning?
Сделаем медитацию. Вы готовы? I think during the meditation, Odi, should I translate? What do you think? I think it's better that it will go in English and later on
I think we should just do the meditation to bring us into the space of awareness, and then maybe you can give a summary at the end of the meditation. But I kind of feel like we're understanding each other, right? I'm speaking English, but I think the Russian community is hearing Russian when I'm speaking. So I think we're all on the same page.
Абсолютно.
You know, go ahead.
Во время медитации я не буду ничего переводить на английский, я только в конце, может быть, скажу несколько слов. Но, в принципе, это как и универсальный язык, когда мы говорим даже на английском, потому что мы соединены нашими сердцами.
You know, I always feel that when I'm teaching yoga at a larger scale, at a conference or something, and there's people from all over attending, and I'm speaking in English, I know that we all understand each other, because there's a certain level of language where people relate to each other, even with the barriers of language. It doesn't, because we're all at the same consciousness. We're all in the same spirit, same level of the heart. And so we understand you. We can be laughing, we can be crying together, we can be dancing together, we can be talking to each other. And in normal circumstances, we don't speak the same language. But because we're in tune, we understand each other.
Когда мы находимся в двух словах на одной вибрации, я вот переведу так. На самом деле, неважно, на каком языке мы разговариваем, мы всегда понимаем друг друга.
Yeah. Do you guys agree with me? Can I get some reaction? We understand each other?
мы понимаем друг друга, можно увидеть какую-то реакцию. Я уже видел сердечки до этого. I saw some hearts prior to that. Yeah. Будем благодарны, если можно увидеть несколько сердечек.
So, shall we dance?
Yeah. Yeah. The hearts started to flow. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
So pleasant. Yeah.
So, I think it's a little bit late in Russia. So if you're lying down, thank you, Alia. Thank you very much. If you're lying down, enjoy the moment. If you're seated, please go ahead and come into a comfortable seated pose where the heart can be expanded so that the head is right above your hips. And move your shoulders back and chest wide open as the spine is lengthened. Let's go ahead and close our eyes, or halfway close our eyes, as we begin to bring awareness to our breath. Inhaling and exhaling from the nose. As you inhale, feel your spine connecting your heart to your breath. And as you exhale, melt your hips down towards the earth. With every exhalation, settle down into your sacred space, remembering that your body is your temple and your heart is the altar for your spirit to be offered. On an inhale, open to receive greater energy and more strength. And as you exhale, let go of any tension, any stress, of any noise in the brain. Allow your breath to quiet down the mind. If your mind begins to wander, this is normal. Just come back to the center and focus on bringing back awareness to your breath. Say to yourself quietly, Hineni, Hineni. Say to yourself, Hineni, I am here. Allow yourself to be fully present. Accept who you are without judgment, without harshness. And fill your breath with Hineni, I am here. Affirm this moment to be a time for you to be a vessel, to receive light, a light that shines so powerfully, beautifully, with so much love. And now, I would like you to whisper your name to yourself. I am Adi. Whisper your name. Allow the inner ears to hear your name vibrating. I am. Say your name. Alia. Arik. Katoshina. Say your name. I am. I am Adi. I am mentally. I am emotionally open. Ready to receive. Ready to embrace light. To experience true happiness. I am ready to shine. Even brighter than I have shined up until now. Every thought, every word, and every action to shine, to be here in the now, to experience life fully, to be listening through every pore of the body. Every pore is an ear that listens. Every pore is an eye that sees. So when we close our eyes, begin to see. See clearly. See powerfully. See yourself as beautiful, as a body temple, ready to offer, to be aware, and to share from the heart, to share from the spirit, to share from the mind. Turning inward means that we need to tap into the rhythm of our breath, to sense the pulsation, noticing how the breath moves from the left to the right, the front to the back, from the top to the bottom. Hineni means to find balance between making efforts and surrendering. The surrendering is being the vessel to receive. The effort is being the light for others to be vessels to receive. Tapping into your will to transform, and the humility to be a vessel to receive. Always looking for the middle path. And we may be thousands of miles away. I would say one of the positive advantages of the last 2 years is that we've learned to be close to each other even when we are far from each other. We've learned to transmit energy and to share love and to be connected to each other. So from the heart space, I would love for us to give each other this love through Hineni. And so together, Hineni, 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 hineni. I am here. I am present. I am willing. I am love. I am life. I am light. I am a vessel. So slowly we can begin to open our eyes. Remembering that we have all the tools inside of us to make a difference. We are in this world, in this lifetime, at this very moment, this century, because you matter and can make a difference in the world. So don't lose the opportunity. Let us keep that momentum and be a force and change the world for the better. Let this whole COVID be revealed in the most incredible and powerful way. We should not think that we've lost 2 years. On the contrary, we've learned to listen. We've learned to feel. And now when things are going to get normal again, our senses are going to be so much more powerful than what they've been till now.
За эти 2 года мы так много всему научились. Давайте не будем смотреть на это как на потерянные годы, а наоборот, что мы научились чувствовать. И это были 2 прекрасных года. И давайте пользоваться именно этим ощущением изнутри себя, и быть здесь и сейчас, и светить этому миру. So powerful, Оля. Wow, так сильно, so powerful. It's so beautiful, the meditation. It's always, I have a privilege to experience it weekly during the classes with you. Я счастлив, что я могу раз в неделю слышать Один голос во время классов йоги. Yeah, this is when the voice actually is going through and basically like, I'll tell you the little secret, like Karen, your wife, like every time say, like, go there, like go, get inspired, just before your classes, and it's so beautiful, and it's actually, it's so powerful, and it's like coming to the space, being in the space, быть в этом пространстве, it's like connecting to the higher source, внутри себя. It's connected просто inside of you, it's подсоединение к себе свыше, и это очень-очень сильно. Well, and Elena is here from Los Angeles. Hi, and Mary is here. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining. Спасибо, что подсоединились. Udi, I would like, there were a few people who actually liked what I did last time when I interpreted their name. Is it possible for you maybe to take 1 or 2 names and to see how you see it, like same as we did it back in Houston?
Sure. Let's do... Go ahead.
Who would like his name to be interpreted? Кто бы хотел, чтобы его имя Оди сказал, как он это чувствует ивритскими буквами? Напишите, пожалуйста, свое имя просто по-русски и русскими буквами я Оди прочитаю. Can you please write your name? And I will choose 1 or 2 names to do it. Who will be first? Who would like to be? Кто хочет быть первым? Кто хочет это сделать? Аль, ты хочешь? Okay. We have somebody whose name is Alia. It's actually Aleph, with Aleph, I would say. Aleph Lamed Yud Hey.
Yeah.
And we have a second one, Irina. Aleph Lamed Yud Hey, first name, and the second one, Irina. Let's have these 2 names, okay?
Okay, so we'll begin with Aliyah. I mean, Aliyah is quite powerful, especially the Instagram name is Love Life. But Aliyah is actually a Hebrew word, which means to be elevated.
Алия это на самом деле еврейское имя, это значит, что быть возвышенным.
And so, being that your name is elevation, we say that the name is the connection of the body and the soul. And go ahead.
Говоря о том, что это, maybe now we'll do a little bit slower for me to remember, because I think it's very important. И когда говорим о том, что это как бы возвышение, это как бы соединение между телом и душой.
So, being that Aliyah is the name, and we say that the name is really the force, even though our parents would have named us Aliyah because there was a famous actor in Russia called Aliyah, for example, or maybe not, or a grandmother or a family friend, still it's very prophetic that your name is Aliyah, and whatever your name is, it's prophetic. And the fact that you're called Aliyah means that it is in your nature to constantly be elevated to a higher and higher level of understanding, of spirituality. I often say spiritualizing your material by materializing your spiritual.
Wow.
Something to think about.
I will try to translate this one, yeah. Окей. Прежде всего, есть сила в том, как было дано имя Алия. И то, что родители дали, и за этим идет очень большая сила, вот я сказал, и это связь между сакральным и тем, что внутри, то, что приносится сюда, как бы на землю. И потом попробуем еще раз переслушать. Тут очень много как бы духовного, то есть духовная связь. То есть тут очень предложение очень интересно. Сказал, связь духовного с тем, что есть здесь. Потом я попробую перевести более дословно.
Beautiful. Who's the other person?
Yeah, the other person is Irina.
Irina?
Yeah, Aleph Yud, Resh Yud, Nun Hey. Irina.
I'm looking for the participant on. Are they with us?
Irina.
Irina, can you send a message now with your name?
От сердца к сердцу, Алия. Ирина до этого написала. Ирина, можно еще раз написать, пожалуйста? Вы здесь с нами?
Okay. So, I don't. Did she type her name, Irina?
Yeah, she typed her name before. Yeah.
Okay. I'll say like this. Irina is actually two words in Hebrew.
Два слова на самом деле на иврите.
The words are Or Ana. I am light.
Слова это я свет.
Or Ana. And this is quite powerful because it is a constant reminder
сильно, потому что это постоянное напоминание,
that you are the light
что вы свет,
that can shine so brightly,
который может светить настолько
so
ярко,
powerfully,
так сильно,
and that you have been designated because your name is Irina to be a light
того,
to shine upon many vessels,
светить на
many
очень
people.
на многих людей в этом мире.
And so your mission, Irina,
Поэтому ваша миссия в этом мире
is to shine.
Светить.
If you're not shining, then you're not fulfilling your mission.
Если вы не светите, то тогда вы не выполняете свою миссию на земле.
In the same way that Aliyah has to be moving upward. If she is not moving upward, she's not doing her purpose in life.
Она не выполняет свою миссию в этой жизни.
Even when we fall,
даже если мы падаем,
we are being given an opportunity to be elevated.
Нам дается возможность для того, чтобы подняться наверх.
We call this in Hebrew a yerida litzorech aliyah.
Мы называем это на иврите спуститься для
A
того, чтобы
descent
подняться.
in order to achieve aliyah.
Для того,
So
чтобы
your name is an expression, and your name is an
поднятие.
expression in the Torah.
И ваше имя это именно такое выражение в Торе, в Библии. Thank you. There is one more name, Tamara. Can we do Tamara also, maybe?
Tamara? Yes.
Tamara, yeah. Tamar, like Tamar in Hebrew.
Yes. So So Tamara is actually quite Jewish. Tamara. I mean, Tamara, it's Marim, right? You can tell them what Marim is.
Yeah. How do you say it, Marim? How do you say it in English? Marim is...
Marim is figs, no?
Figs, that's right, фиги, точно.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Это как фиги, то есть Тамара на иврите это означает как фига, как вот этот...
Yeah. So, you know, what is a fig? A fig...
Что такое фига? Это
is quite interesting
очень
fruit.
интересно. Это очень интересный фрукт.
It's the type of fruit that you need to
Это
open
тот фрукт, который нужно открыть.
and make sure that there are no bugs inside before eating it,
И
before
убедиться,
enjoying
что
it.
нету ничего, никаких насекомых внутри перед тем, что получать удовольствие от этого.
And once this verification is made, there is so much sweetness,
И когда
so
ты
much
это проверил,
taste
там есть столько
in the tamar.
сладости, столько вкуса в этом фрукте.
So such a name
Поэтому
of a
такое
person
имя человека
reminds us that
напоминает нам о том,
we are
что
constantly working on ourselves because there's
мы
so much
постоянно
beauty
работаем над собой, потому что так
internally.
много красоты внутри.
And the more we cultivate inside,
И больше мы это все в себе культивируем внутри,
the more we become gardeners of our soil of awareness.
и больше мы становимся тем, который ухаживает за нашим, за то, что
The
растет в
more
земле,
we will discover amazing treasures that exist inside of us.
от нашей осознанности, и больше мы познаем того богатства, которое внутри, копится внутри нас. Oh, so powerful, Alia. Oh my God, I love so much. Like, thank you very much. Yeah, the guy, so many hearts, like we're receiving right now, and I know it's so powerful for the person. I remember when we were going to Houston and when we were on the airplane, how you interpreted my name, and it had so much influence on me in my life from that moment and on. It's so powerful. I'm sure that Aliyah, Irina, Tamara will enjoy it, and it's basically important moment in their life, like I would say a milestone, to go forward. Это вот то, что вот Оди сейчас сказал, для меня лично это явилось, можно сказать, как бы определенным обозначением, жизненным обозначением по линии жизни. И с того момента я уже не был тем же самым, которым я был до этого, скажу вам честно, ребят. И потому что ощущение это изнутри, вот эта связь стала очень много. So many thanks and so many hearts.
So many things, and in fact, I think we can do a whole exercise next time just on what is your name and giving the meaning of your name. My daughter just joined us, Mayan Ora, and hi Mayan. I can say her beautiful sacred name, Mayan Ora. Mayan is a well, aura of light. And being a father, I can say that this is exactly what I saw in her as she was being born. We saw a well of light. And up until today, she is a well of light, and she will always be a well of light. And that's really the power of our names.
It's so beautiful. Оди сейчас только что подсоединилась его дочь Мааян, и Оди описал ее, когда она родилась, что она именно была тем источником света, и она является этим источником света по жизни. Это вот именно источник, значит, Ирина. Ох, как красиво. So powerful. Thank you. Nice to see you, Maya.
Thank you, Arik. I'm really enjoying this moment.
Same here. I will we'll share this, what we did today, this beauty, we'll share it later on. I will put it in my stories and we'll share with other people who would like to listen to it. Мы поделимся этим эфиром попозже для того, чтобы другие люди потом могли послушать. What also I will do, I will create a separate video of the meditation that we did together because it's so powerful and so touching. So maybe we can put it separately just for people to be able to connect to themselves. Я также вырежу отдельную медитацию для того, чтобы люди могли соединиться с собой, соединиться с тем светом внутри себя, который у них.
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much, Arik, for this opportunity.
Thank you,
Wishing you and everyone who
Thank you.
participated so much
Спасибо
blessing.
большое.
Beautiful week, beautiful lights.
Сегодня желаю всем прекрасной недели,
Being
прекрасного
in the
света.
now. Remember,
Находиться
you are
здесь и
so
сейчас.
important.
Помнить,
And
насколько вы
you're
важны.
making a difference in this world.
И вы делаете изменения в этом мире своим присутствием. Thank you.
Thank you, Arik.
Да, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.